already know we're right here at lunch break. Decided to hop on, see what's the talk of the town, what's the word on the curve. You heard me. Right here in Southern California. Beautiful sunny day today. Clear skies, nice and warm. Looks like, it's definitely going to be one of those days where it's definitely going to be cracking. So if you're going to be out and about, make sure that you drink responsibly and be aware of your surroundings, because shit does get hectic and chaotic out there. But you already know, decided to hop on, see, what's the talk of the town. The ones that ain't about, going out and doing stuff, what you getting yourself into. I was just seeing some shit right now on that whole P. Diddy shit, man. That's just crazy. That's just wild. Like, damn, homie's really digging himself in that hole deep. Just got out the jale. Did another event. That's right, my boy. All right, so it's picking up. That's right, homie. Getting your paper. I graduated today. I'm officially social. Well, congratulations, bro. Hey, that's good stuff, homie. Neta. Hey, it's good to hear that, homie. I'm proud. It's good to see that people are doing stuff with their lives and, accomplishing their dreams. Because what you did is very, very important and, very big, bro. Because social workers are something that's definitely, definitely needed out there, and it's something that makes a big difference, So I applaud you for that. What up, homie? I'm from East Los, but living Casa Grande, Arizona. That's right, my boy. Woo woo. Yeah, you're the one that asked me about the video on East Los that I'm working on. I know it's taking me a while. It's just that, sometimes I got to be waiting on homies, and they kind of lag it sometimes, I ain't even gonna lie. Can I be your first hater? My first? Bro, I got plenty of haters. Believe me. But if you want to be added to the list, I guess, But either way, if they do become a hater, I don't let them affect me. So it's not really going to do much. Because I can see when people are trying to irritate me online. Especially like when I speak on something that bothers me, right? And then they try to use the very same thing on the live, and it's like, I can see what you're trying to do. So, it tends not to work. I wanted to ask you, why is it that paperwork gets leaked out even though it's not for the internet? It's because you have individuals out there, right, who feel some type of way about somebody, right? So let's say if somebody's portraying to be like, let's say a gangster, right, or this tough guy, and this person doesn't like that person. And the fact that he knows that this guy's not about stuff, right, but everybody else thinks of him like that bothers them. And that's the reason why they throw it out there, because they want everybody to see that person like how they see the person. Why would that cheer him up now that people view him as this, if he already knows that this person's that? Why he cares for everyone else to feel the same way as he does, I have no idea, bro. Like, bro, if you know what the truth is already and you're aware of this information, then why the fuck do you care for everyone else to see it like that if you already know what it is? But I don't know, bro. People are weird. Like, no, bro, I just don't want him getting praised. Then just don't pay attention to him. Like, I can't. Why? I don't know. Like, let's get to the bottom of that. Because it's for a reason this happens. Like, it just doesn't happen just for no reason, right? And it's like, let's home in on that. Let's see why you're actually really bothered by this, right? It says more about you than it does about the person. And people don't, I don't know. People are tripping. You need East Los videos, like running in LA. Yeah, that's the homie right there. Especially street rappers who are no good. Oh, there's a lot of them, bro. It's a lot. Oh, more. I have your house keys. Sorry, puppy. Let me bounce on that. A little bit more respect on my name, bro. I'm happily married. We don't get down like that. You ever? Interesting. I see what you guys are trying to do. It's not gonna work though. What are your thoughts on getting bad vibes, guts feelings about someone? You know what they say. You should always go with your gut feelings, right? But at the same time, not so recklessly, try to say that what you think is actually facts, right? Because you don't know that to be the case. Because there's some people that go with gut feelings, right? But they try to pass it off like if it's facts, though. But it's for a reason. Like you're noticing something that you just don't know quite what it is, right? But something's a little off, right? That's the reason why you get those gut feelings, and the reason why they say you should go on it, right? Because you catch something on it, you're just not aware of what it was, though. You'll probably remember later, or you know what I'm saying. But it's for a reason, though, because our brain is always working, even when we're not paying attention. You know, like you notice things. Your brain notices things before you actually notice things, and it just stores them. And those are the very same, thoughts that make your dreams and stuff like that. Because the brain just can't create new images it's never seen before. So you grab bits and ideas from different places, right, and just mash them together. You're just not aware of it because your brain is always working. Isn't that fascinating? I find it fascinating. Greetings from Germany, bro. I like the Hispanic culture. Hey, well, shout outs to Germany. G-Fish really said he can drop 40 rack on both of us. I don't know, that guy. Hey, but like I said, bro, like, like people grab this, what they see in gangster movies and just like to relive the moments in real life, I guess, Like the very same thing when somebody says that they're gonna fuck up somebody, like I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, first, you don't even know this person, right? You don't even know if he's a black belt, professional boxer, or whatever, right? So you have no idea about this person and their fighting skills and capabilities, right? You never seen his fighting skills a day in your life. Yet you're so recklessly making these threats, right? Speaking in facts, right? That you're gonna fuck him up. Like, how do you know you're gonna fuck him up? You don't know if you're gonna win. You could potentially lose in a fight. You taking the L is as much as like you just don't know who's gonna win or not in a fight. You could trip, you could stumble, you could hit the wall. You know what I mean? You get a cramp. You just don't know, right? As much chance that you have of winning the fight, so does the other individual. But everybody in their head at least thinks that, right? And it's like, you gotta live in the real world. What's the deal, Shadow House? Your lunch break? Hopefully chilling. Just got my 2 from 8 hour. That's right, my boy. Yeah, we just right here. We chilling. Nah, people on the internet, they never bother me. I don't understand why other people let it bother them so much, right? Like, I'm just like, bro, like, they're just entertaining themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people just, like, that's how they, entertain themselves, right? They just like to write reckless things online, right? Like, it's really not that serious, like how other people make it seem like, oh, fuck that. Like they stress over it so much, and it's like, bro, it's just the internet, my guy. Relax. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes, my guy. It's just the internet. But I guess if you were to technically, live in the internet, I guess then that would bother you, right? Because this is kind of the place where you kind of like interact and mingle and stuff like that. So I guess, they kind of want people to see them in some type of way. So this would jeopardize their, space of comfort, I guess. I don't know. I can tell you this, though. The internet is the last place you should find as a place of comfort. Because there's a lot of people right here that will make it very uncomfortable for that. And, your behavior on here, right, it will start to, translate into your, behavior out in the real world. And you can see why the two won't mingle, right? Because what you could get away on here in the real world is just different, right? That's how a lot of people get hurt. They forget, they mix the two. As Norbies. Tyson Fury lost today. Did he? Or is he gonna fight? He fights today? Belltown, what up? What up? Shout out to Belltown. I always believe Instincts give you some alert. Yeah, you pick up on stuff, right? That just seem like that's odd. I always home in on those, definitely right off the bat. Like when something just is out of place, like I just home in on that, right? Because it's for a reason, right? The crazier part is on here when you have an individual who behaves in the very same behavior that of the person that he's exposing, right? Like they're talking and exposing a person, right? But everything they're saying matches with their way of interacting, and it's like I don't know if you're actually exposing that person or if you're just you know expressing how your character is. Is this about that person or is it about you? Because it's kind of hard to separate the two. Because you just described yourself. ¿Qué pasa, hombre? ¿Cómo estás? Al tiro, carnal. I asked. Wait. Oops, my bad. I asked. Where the hell did that shit go? Okay, I asked Pocho, guy who he thinks is a Fed or agent, gave the recent G-Face to. What? I the Pocho guy who he thinks is a Fed or agent, given the recent. The crazy part is the con artist will pay people to go along with their life. Oh yeah, bro, definitely. I have been, asked by certain YouTubers to vouch for the story that they're gonna tell, right? And the story wasn't true, right? And that they will break me off some money if I vouch it. And I was like, the fuck? The fuck do I look like, bro? You tripping, homie. I ain't gonna do that shit. That's some weirdo shit. They were like, come on, man, come on. Nah, bro. I don't do that kind of shit. So yeah, you have individuals that do that kind of shit. Why? I have no idea. I think Adam 22 is a Fed or agent working with law enforcement. I don't think so. Like people like him and Vlad are not Fed or are not like federal agent. Like people think that, right? Because people that go on their thing, they end up getting busted and stuff like that. But what people fail to realize is that cops are watching. I know people think that it's not true or dumb or whatever. No, cops watch anything a street individual does, whether you own a business or you're online or whatever. They're tapping in, bro. They're tapping in. They're watching, bro. You know what I mean? So then people out there think that they're not watching, right? Because what do they have better stuff to do? Not being aware that they actually have a special task group, that just handles that, right? It's like I'm telling you, bro. It's like if people really think these bastards just sit down and eat donuts all day and that are stupid, bro. The cops are up on game, homie. You know what I mean? Like they're aware of the streets, bro. They're not as stupid like people think. These fools are game the fuck up. They're not clueless fools that know nothing about the streets. No, they know everything about the streets. That's their fucking job. You know what I'm saying? So then individuals come on here, bro, and they start talking recklessly because they're trying to impress the audience, right? That they start saying all the most craziest shit out there. And it's like, bro, I find that really hard to believe that that's true, because why the fuck would you just come and bring yourself out on here? Like these motherfuckers are literally showing guns, trying to convince people that they're killers, bro. And it's like, why? If you're indulging in the, in breaking the law, you would think you would want the people to think the opposite, right? Like that you're not committing crimes, that you're not a gunner. So why the fuck would you? Oh my god, this shit is comedy. Butcher now calling food community a federal food community. Yeah, I guess a lot of people are very, quick to be influenced on here, right? Like their decisions are. Now, you know what it is that there's people on here that hate or dislike other individuals, right? So anytime anybody tells them something about the individual that they dislike, they tend to believe it in a heartbeat, bro. Just because they just want, some type of negativity on the person. And that's what I always said. Like even on my worst enemy, bro, I would never make up something about them. You know what I mean? Or like when somebody's saying some lie about them, I'm like, nah, bro, that's not true. Like, hey, fool, I thought you didn't like that fool. I don't, but at the same time, I'm not gonna stand with fucking lies either. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I like a person, bro, but I'm not gonna be making up shit about them. You know what I mean? Because that shit is, you know, you're just as bad as that individual. You know what I mean? Like all you really need is just fuck them. That's it, bro. You don't need to make up stuff or call them gays or pussies or none of that. Just say fuck them and that's it, and you move on. Hey, you fuck with that fool, not fuck that fool, and that's it. You don't gotta be like, man, that fool's a bitch, homie. That fool's a pussy, homie. He's a ranker, fucking coward, dog. That fool gets punked all the time. Like, the fuck? How do you know all this? Like, that, I could just tell. Like, bro, all you gotta say is fuck him and you move on, bro. That's it. You move on. Move the fuck on. That's all you gotta do. That's what I do. Look, there's people on YouTube that I don't like, you know, that I dislike. I have never once ever made a video about them, ever. I have had fallouts with individuals on here. You have never heard me make one single video about them. Because for what? For what? To convince the audience? What does the audience pedo have to do with my pedo? Or why do I have to convince them? You know, just because I don't fuck with somebody doesn't mean that people don't have to fuck with them. What kind of shit is that? This is between me and that individual, not everybody else. But people need the help of others. They need the audience. You can see it even when they talk like, hey, look at this guy right here, man. He's a lame. Like, why do you need the audience, bro? Say it yourself. Like, hey, fool, you a lame. You don't need the, hey, look, guys. Yeah, you need that attention. You need that audience. You need the backing because you don't have no backbone. You can't stand on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have an issue with an individual and it's just a me and him issue, why the fuck would I call my homies for it? Why am I going to drag them into some shit and not put them in a scenario for me? See, it's different when we're talking about a gang and, you know, gang business, right? But I'm meaning like personal beef. So it's retarded. Because obviously in a gang beef, you're insulting the whole group. So the whole group, you know, reacts. So there's a difference. Like if somebody's, you know, trying to insult your mother, but only one brother reacts out of the, like, what the fuck? I mean, you would figure that they would all jump, no? But nah, let's go Dodgers. Serio. That's Norby's gacho. Well, it's true though, bro, because what happened to him could be used as a lesson to others, right? Because I feel like there's people that really do believe the lies on the internet. Like, you know, that's a learning lesson. Like, you just never know, right? Nobody's got more balls than American Cholo. I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to defend neither of those individuals because I don't know them like that. I know, look, from personal experience, because, you know, Gil, he's from a barrio that my barrio beefs it with. You know, our barrios are worst enemies, arch nemesis. You know what I mean? Our barrios don't get along for shit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of history between our barrios. You know, mine and American Cholos. Barrios are, I mean, a lot of history, bro. You know, I've been through a gang of shit with them and vice versa, right? So there's no reason for me to defend that fool in his neighborhood, right? But I could tell you this much, though. That individual was handling business out there. And he was, you know, about that work. Like I said, I'm not a hater, bro. I'll give him that. You know, he was out there doing stuff. His name was relevant in the streets. I should know. You know what I mean? That's why, you know, like, I can't say that he's not about it because, you know, speaking from the streets, you know, he was relevant. Now, that's not to say that he's relevant now, or that's not to say that he never lied or nothing like that, right? But at least about him handling his business, he's never ranked it and he's handled his business, at least when it came to the gangbanging. You know what I mean? And like I said, bro, there's no reason for me to defend anybody on that side. You know? I mean, the dislike for their neighborhood is big, bro. I even have it tattooed. Like, fuck them. That's how much we're talking about, that the animosity between our neighborhoods. You know what I mean? But I'm not a hater, bro. Like I said, I don't stand with lies. And when fools be like, "Oh, that fool's like never handle business, never put in no work," like, well, that's not true, homie. as much as I wouldn't want to give nobody from that side credit, that's I can't stand with a lie, bro. And so it's like, you know, and like I said, I also talked about yesterday about about WAC 100 going right, and how there's a video out there. I don't know who's the one that put it out there, but I think it was the World is a Ghetto is the name of the channel. You could go watch it on his channel. I don't know if American Cholo put it on his, right? But he puts the whole video out of WAC 100 driving around Gil's house. He passes by, because you can see it in the cameras. He passes by 3 times. You know what I mean? And then he parks across the street, and like you can see the person like ducking down. And so then this fool comes out. He warms up his truck or whatever, and then he goes back inside. And then he comes out. He gets in his truck, and gets in his truck, and he pulls out, and he leaves. And as soon as he leaves, like pasando like a minute or two, you see the guy across the street get out of the car, and guess who it is? The same car that was passing by like 3 times. WAC 100 walking already with his phone recording, bro. So that fool's house. That fool seen him when he got in his vehicle and drove off, bro. He was waiting for that fool to drive off, bro. And like I said, I don't gotta make this shit up, bro. The video's out there. The videos, people could go watch that fucking video. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, look, and I know people have seen, because that video had a lot of views. I know people have seen that video, yet they still ignore it, bro. Because there's people that I seen comment on that video who I seen, still, running with the story. And I'm like, bro, I know you seen the video, homie. Like, I get it that you dislike this vato. Fuck it. But like I have said before, all you got to say is fuck them. You don't have to make up lies, bro. Just say fuck them and that's it. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, when you start lying, like, you're no better than the rest. Like, all you got to say is fuck that motherfucker. I don't like him. Ya con eso, se dicho todo. You know what I mean? Said WAC is an agent. I don't know. I don't know him like that. I mean, a lot of WAC's behavior is questionable, right? But like I said, I don't know to be, trying to pass those things off as, facts, right? I could only go on what I know, right? And my encounters with his neighborhood, I never seen the individual there, nothing like that, right? But that's not to say that he's not about it and stuff like that, right? So I just never had any interactions for me to know, like, or lie or whatever. Now, I'm not a fan of WAC, but at the same time, I can't be making up shit about the individual tampoco, So it's like the hip hop police, but for the youths of Yarda. Yeah. Nah, I don't believe like he was doing shit like that. Like, I think that was more of him hoping to get the sympathy of the judge. But no, he's like no good, but I could the 95% of you too. Yeah, I agree with you, Thunder Loco. Majority of these individuals, are, and that's the thing, bro. I don't understand why these individuals come on here and make it their job to try to convince the people of how down they are or about the work they put in. Like, who gives a fuck, bro? Like, why are you trying to convince these people? They're acting like if they interact with these people, or if them believing them, all of a sudden now is going to make it true. It's not. It's not. You never put in no work, but you're claiming to put in work. It don't matter how many people believe you. It's not true. It's not going to automatically make it true. You're not automatically not going to be respected by the streets. It's not how it works. But that already shows you the insecurity in themselves, bro. Like, they want to be gangsters so bad, but they know that they just don't have it in them. So they rather, pretend, or at least make this fucking illusion. Literally, you'll have motherfuckers that never gangbanged a day in their life make up their whole career on here. That I could see for a fact. You know, I know there's several on here that do that. You know what I mean? Shit, there's individuals on here that have already been exposed, and yeah, they still try to, you know, claim that they're gangster, bro, even though they already been exposed. That's the wild part about it. Like how you gonna claim that you're not this and that, or a snitch or anything like that, when you already have admitted to it and you have been exposed for it? And yet now they're acting like if it never happened and clowning on other people. Like, oh, that fool's a rat. Like, bro, you yourself told, stupid. Hoping that people don't catch on to it, right? Like if they're solid. I'm telling you, bro, the goofy behaviors on here is crazy. You'll be surprised how many people send me clippings, bro, on a day-to-day. Like, what do you think about this and that? And just, you know, you have individuals like, and I'm just like, oh. So, you know, that's the funny part, that nobody notices this. Or maybe if a channel points it out, that they're the only one that noticed it. Like, bro, I guarantee you, when you notice something, you're not the only one. A lot of people else could see it. You know, so the fact that these people think that everyone's delusional like that is crazy in itself. Like me on here, like if somebody were to come on here and say that I'm gangster or I'm down for my shit or I'm on that, I'll be like, well, this person doesn't even know me. Yeah, that's cool that they're saying this and that, but bro, they don't know me. You know what I mean? So them saying stuff like that is not gonna make it any better than them saying that I'm a weenie and a bitch and all that, because they both equally don't know me. So why would I care for anybody to believe their side if they don't even know me? It's not real. You know, the ones that I interact with and I mingle with, and because they've been in action with me, see, they know what it is. You know, and I live in the real world, so what people think online of me, it's irrelevant, because it's not true, because they truly don't know. You get what I mean? Or maybe because I don't have an ego, I don't know. Maybe if I have an ego, I would see the situation different. Give a homeboy, remember, he got what he deserved. Well, maybe not what he deserved, but what he was looking for, definitely. Do you think 6ix9ine was never schooled by his older homie? Nah, because I don't believe that they seen 6ix9ine like that. Like, I don't believe that they seen him as a real homie from the hood. Like, they just seen him as money, bro. He's just the guy that just they could leech off of. Like, they were just using him. Like, they really didn't see him as a real homie from the set and shit like that. It's not too far from the San Fernando Valley also, too. Yeah, it's actually really close by. You know what I mean? Because I have a lot of homies that live out there in the Antelope Valley. It's like 50s. Yeah. Yeah, it's just right up there, bro. That's why you have a lot of hoods from the San Fernando Valley in the AV. People care way too much to be famous for what? I don't know. Yeah, not only famous, but famous on shit that's a lie, bro. That's not even true. And that's the crazy part about it, right? And even worse, bro, about something, you know, as pointless as a gangster. Like, I would think if you're gonna pretend to be something, right? If you're gonna be lying to people and tricking people for them to see you in some type of way, I would at least expect people to pretend to be rich, pretend to be doctors, pretend to be a fucking lawyer, pretend to be a fucking astronaut, pretend to be a scientist, pretend to be something productive. Yeah, they're gonna pretend to be something that's useless and negative. Feel me? Those who really been in battle and really been in the action and really been out there in the streets and put in work and shit like that, understand that you get nothing out of this. You understand that it's nothing to be glorifying, or it's not something that people want to put themselves on to live the rest of their life or to wish that upon somebody else. This is just the way that we are already and what we've been through. You know what I mean? But to wish that you want your kids or anybody else to live the same way you lived, The only way I see that possible is that if you never been through shit, you never went through nothing, you was never busted, you was never shot, you was never jumped, you was never in the action, you was never arrested, you was never nothing like that. That's the only way I could see why you would want to wish somebody else to live like you. Because you never been in real. The ones that always talk about, fuck the peace and keep the wars going are the ones that never been in fucking battle, are the ones that never been in war. That's why they say fuck the peace, because they never had to be out there in the action. Those are the motherfuckers, the ones that never did shit. Facts over feelings, bro. That's why it's so easy for them to be like, nah, shotless. Fucking goofballs. So it's like, you're gonna pretend to be something like that, like, pretend to be something fucking productive, bro. If you're gonna pretend, at least. They can't even do that right. Su puta madre. People get. I found the video funny. Robbie said, "Oh, hey, Gil," and then the video. I'm telling you, because that wasn't what he was expecting, bro. Yeah, pretend to be something productive, bro. These motherfuckers over here. That's like if you pretend to be homeless. Who pretends to be homeless? Who pretends to be a bum? Right? The ones that at least don't have money, at least they're pretending that they have money, so at least they're pretending to, be something productive, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you should never pretend in general, but at least pretend to be something productive. Not pretend to be something that's, non-productive, non-successful. Because you get no success out of the streets. You know what I mean? Hard to find a job. Nobody was willing to hire you. Everybody views you in some type of negative way. Everywhere you go, shit could always crack. But like I said, bro, like for some of us, this is we live this. This is what we really are. So there's no changing that, right? Because it's who we are. You know what I mean? Because there's no changing that already. No changing who you are, right? Now you can, make choices to now, better yourself as a person, right? But even if you choose to better yourself as a person, it's not going to change what you were or what you are, Ain't no future in fronting, maybe, politics, though. Yeah, there ain't no future in the front, bro. Because it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out. Because the truth will always come out, bro. That I guarantee you. And that's the crazier part. No matter how, even when I tell people out there, when somebody's making up shit about you, don't trip on it, bro. Because no matter how many people believe the lie, everyone else could believe the lie. And no matter how good you tell the lie, how many people you get to jump on board with your lie and spread the lie, it will never be the truth. No matter how many people believe it, bro. It is never going to be the truth, though. And as long as you know what the truth is, you got the truth in your pocket, bro, can nobody bring you down? Can nobody break you? Because you actually have the truth on your side. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers are literally, waiting for their tower to fall. Because they got to keep stacking up the lies. Because one lie is going to turn into 2, 3, 4. That's how it works. Because then people start to now question the lie, that people got to tell more lies to cover up those lies. And it starts to stack up, bro. And they start forgetting the lies. And that shit's going to come crashing down. Facts, bro. That's why the truth always comes out. Because when you fucking lie, you got to keep lying to keep the lie going. You know what I mean? It may take 10 years, 20 years, whatever, bro. But the lie is going to eventually come out, bro. The truth is going to eventually come out, I mean. You know what I mean? Because you can never keep the truth away, bro. But these motherfuckers really think that they could play the game and really win, bro. You know what I mean? Vince McMahon lived the chingon life. He was rich and everything like that. But I bet you, he had to keep the light going, and now look at him. He lost everything. Right there, fucking miserable, mad at the world when he doesn't even have that much time left. You would at least think the final years you want to at least leave the world here, jolly, and instead you're gonna leave here miserable, knowing that your fucking behavior and your lies now, bam, everything crashed down around you. Family don't even like you. Kids won't even talk to you. I don't know, bro. Hey, if hell exists, that must be it right there. Leaving knowing damn well that these motherfuckers don't like you. All because you wanted to live this lie. That shit was worth it. I bet you if he got a time machine and were to go back in time, guarantee you he would do shit different. For those who would be like, well, at least he lived a chingon life. Like, ask that fool, bro. He wouldn't go back in time and do shit different. Guarantee you. He'd jump on that motherfucker in a heartbeat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. It was good chopping it up with you guys. We out.